We are live on the Mangia cast. Bob Papa, Chris Bizignano, Believe Mangia cast. So what are you going on, my man? We got a big show lined up for you tonight.
Yeah, we do. We got a little Eagles flavor coming in tonight. And we have a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, we're going to talk with Leigh Mayock, who co-hosts the Believe in Eagles podcast. And then Patrick Peterson, who announced his retirement from the National Football League on Monday. He's going to join us at the bottom of the hour. And also, I'm going to teach everybody how to make a little homemade pizza.
Wow. A little dough from Brooklyn, from what I understand.
No, Staten Island.
Dude. Oh, my sources told me it was Brooklyn, but it's Staten Island. Where from in Staten Island? Where from in Staten Island?
Frank and Sal's.
Where?
Frank and Sal's.
Frank and Sal's.
Frank and Sal's Italian Market.
Okay.
I got the pizza dough flown down. It tastes like home. It tastes like I'm back home. Because as good as the pizza is at Vincenzo's and Serafina's, it's not the dough. You know what it is with the dough?
Oh, I don't know
because you only live in the.
I know. I've been around.
You only live up there.
A long time. Okay, I've been in kitchens in Spumoni Gardens where they were making that. Please don't let me stop bringing up stories. Don't hit me with the dough stuff. Like I don't know what a dough is, guy. I'm from Brooklyn.
No, I know you know what a dough is. I'm talking about you're in New Jersey, New York. Every place has pretty much good dough. Any local pizzeria's got good dough.
Some are okay. Go ahead.
Some are better than others.
Some are better than others. Yes.
But first off, go ahead.
My friend, little chin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Geez. My nod.
I mean, if you want to.
Chin,
my friend. Chin. Another episode. Joy.
What are you drinking?
I got another bottle of one of your favorites. I went back
Dow?
to it
You
again.
got Dow?
Yeah, I had
I'm going tonight. I went with Rodney Strong.
Okay.
I went with Rodney Strong tonight. Wait until you see Patrick Peterson. He just started in the wine game.
Okay.
But he's going to have some bottle tonight to sip with us.
Oh, I'm very
he told me today on my Sirius NFL radio show. He said, "What we were sipping."
Is he new to the wine?
He's new to the wine game, but
he's
starting at the top of the ladder.
Oh,
he's starting at the top of the ladder.
For a former 5th overall pick, I expect nothing less.
8 Pro Bowls later.
Oh, pretty good cornerback there, Pop.
all decade team.
All decade, 3-time first team, all pro, and he's going to be probably a first ballot HOF.
So he's going to join us later in the show, but he's got expensive wine taste for a newbie. So I'm going to teach everybody tonight how to make the plain pizza.
Buffalo chicken too?
No buffalo chicken. I saw Chase Daniel today. Every pizza should have pineapple on it. I responded to him on the Mangia cast.
Gosh.
Then I'm going to make a traditional margarita pizza for you.
Okay. One of my favorites, by the way.
I'm going to show you a little trick to make sure. You know how sometimes it's a little watery? It could be a little watery if you try to make it. I'm going to tell everybody at home, if they're going to make it at home, how you can make it so it's not watery. And I got sweet Italian sausage.
Oh, there you go.
Pepperoni, a little meat for the evening.
I like
all 3 pies that we're going to
teach
everybody how to make.
By the way, my wife's stealing your penny recipe.
A penny alla vodka recipe from
last week? One of her favorites, if not her go-to. And she saw your recipe and she said, "Can I look at that video again?" Or ask Bob, I'm going to steal that. I said, "Sure, go ahead."
She's got to make you the carbonara.
Knock yourself out. So for the future, though, you got to get me a little bolognese, Pop. I used to go to Little Italy back in the day. I used to go to my Sal Anthony's go-to restaurant on Mulberry, and they used to make me the nice penny bolognese. Oh my God.
That is so
easy to make. Easy to make, but not everything's the same, like Doesn't mean everybody could just whip it up in every restaurant and go, "Oh, this is good." No. So
I want to get your thoughts on what Joe Shane had to say a little bit later on in the show. He spoke with the media, but we have to welcome in our first guest right now. She is the co-host of Believe in Eagles, the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, along with her father and my dear friend.
Do we
Mike
have to
Mayock.
say Super Bowl?
Hi, guys.
Do we
Hi.
have to
You
say
do.
Super
You
Bowl
do.
champion, Pop?
Yes.
Do we have
They
to
are the
say-
Super Bowl
okay.
champions.
Every
I guess
time.
we do.
Yep. Thanks for
Hi,
having
Leigh.
me. Hi,
Leigh, how
guys.
you doing?
I was actually just texting my dad when you guys were talking about the wines that like Patrick Peterson was getting into and stuff, because he has a favorite and I can't remember the name, but it is the most unnerving thing that he does. We went to Italy and now he only pronounces it in a way that he thinks the Italians pronounce it in. I don't remember the name of it.
Is it tea and yellow?
No.
Run
But he
by
does
me,
it
Leigh.
so bad. I texted him. He might be asleep, but he pronounces it so ugly. We're like, just stop. It's like those memes where people go to Italy for 2 days and then they think they can speak with the accent.
Right.
It's the like I can't cringe more. Like that just brought me back.
Wait a second. What do you mean he's asleep?
He's definitely asleep. It's after 9.
He's probably watching film all day, Pop. Come on, you know,
God,
Mike. He watches
don't you
film
know
all
how
day.
exhausting it is to grind tape all day?
He's grinding, Pop. He's grinding, man. You know Mike Mayock, dude. He's watching everybody in his college coming out into this draft.
All right. So, Leigh, before we get into a little Eagles conversation, do you like pizza?
Love.
What's your favorite kind of pizza?
I mean, I'm basic. I just like a really good homemade like pepperoni.
All right. I made a sausage pepperoni.
Ooh.
I made a beautiful margarita.
Stop.
And then I just made a traditional, your regular cheese pizza.
Okay.
got all-
Is pizza your specialty?
No, I cook every week. Last week I made a vodka
but
sauce.
is pizza your best? What's your best?
I don't know if it's my best. I've been making it since I was a kid because we didn't eat meat on Friday. So my job as a kid was to make the pizza on Friday nights.
That is the coolest thing ever. Did you teach like your family too?
Yeah, everybody
Does
knows.
everyone know? Is it your
yeah,
job?
No, it's everybody. Everybody could partake in it.
I saw you made chicken Milanese.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my favorite Italian dish. That and
There
piccata.
you go, Leigh.
What's the difference between that and piccata though?
Oh, I made the piccata on the show too.
Okay.
They didn't send you that clip. That's
No,
easy to
those
make.
are my favorites.
Well, Milanese is basically you're just taking arugula, you're dressing it with a little olive oil. You shave some fresh Parmesan on top of the chicken cutlet or a nice veal chop, and then maybe a little balsamic glaze, and boom, you're done. The piccata
it's
is
so
easy.
thin.
It's just nice and thin.
Mhm.
You use capers, you use lemon,
Yes.
some garlic, and you make a little sauce, and it's so easy to make.
Ugh,
So
I need to
you
learn.
have to watch one of the past episodes.
I know. I think I'm gonna make you my like go-to YouTube when I'm trying to cook.
Okay.
I'll just
Or-
throw you on and I'll follow along.
Actually, you know what? You have inside connections. Lindsay can send you all the cooking clips
Yes,
straight
Lynn.
up from each show. Whether
Yes,
you want to,
Lynn.
I taught Phil Sims how to make a carbonara.
Stop.
Judy Battista, a capellini
Yeah.
rustica.
Yeah.
And has everyone done well?
Everyone's loved them. I mean, they haven't had a chance to
That's so
taste it.
sick. Oh, I wish I could cook well. I think that is such a talent.
He's quite impressively. I'm telling you, he's quite
And
impressive.
I did the spicy shrimp. I used a restaurant down here, Vincenzo's, and he let me use his kitchen. And I made just a spicy shrimp dish with some crostinis.
He let you use his kitchen? That's so cool.
Oh, we're going to be doing podcasts from kitchens real soon, Leigh.
Okay, that's sick. Wait, do you have any favorite Philly Italian restaurants? Have you been to any? Either of you?
No, and I'll tell you why. In all my years with the Giants and in my years when I was with the Nets, I always treated games against the Eagles or the Sixers as home games because the drive is so short.
Mm-hmm.
Why spend an extra night in a hotel room when you could be home? It's kind of hard to sell. Yeah, I'm driving down to Philly on a Saturday afternoon. There's activities and stuff going on at home, so it's a tough sell.
No, that makes sense. And you have what you like there anyway.
So let's talk a little Eagles. Let's get into this a little bit. Well, Giant Insider weighed in. Angelos threw in an Angelos for us. That was Jerry Foley popped.
Yeah,
that
Jerry
one.
knows restaurants, man. He knows restaurants all over.
Oh, Angeles, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Yeah, he
They
knows.
have
So-
some cute like members only Italian supper clubs here too. I feel like you guys would like that. It's very old school, like the white tablecloth, like the candles, chandeliers, cash only. You have to know somebody, like very, very cool.
What do I have to throw some New York names around, Leigh, to get in there?
No, just say Mayock.
I'm sure you know plenty. I'm not getting.
No, I don't think she's going that. I don't think she's going that way, Pop.
I can't. I'm not the plug there.
No, I think Leigh is going in another direction there.
All right.
As far as throwing names around. So, Leigh, are you a South Philly girl? I mean, our producer Lindsay said that you basically grew up with Italians all around you. Are you a South Philly girl?
So no, I'm from Philly, but like the burbs. However, I was telling Linz, my best friend has been preparing me for this moment with you guys my whole life, because I grew up with my best friend next door. Her name is Marissa Fontenot, of Diane and Bruno Fontenot, the most Italian people that you'll ever know in your entire lives. Huge Italian family. So I spent every single Sunday family supper at their house. So fun. We would do and I mean, they would have like the chicken cutlets were like chips for them. They're around at all times. Like, it was so crazy. The sauces, the different type, like you walk into that house and the aromas are just like, oh my gosh. It was just the coolest experience to grow up with that literally next door. The holidays, like her Nona and Nona Livia would make like pizzellas. What are they called?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Itself,
yeah, and it was just it was amazing. And her dad was just like a ball buster, and you just had to be on your toes, ready to give it back. Her mom knows all the gossip you could ever even want to know in your entire life. Our neighborhood, the neighborhood over, it was just so like stereotypical Italian in the best way. So I really got a fix of that my whole life growing up. I was obsessed with it.
Then you're a perfect guest for the Mangia.
Pop, I was just going to say that she's going to fit in well on this podcast. So Leigh, I have to ask. Can I ask her, Pop? Leigh, let me ask you, what's Howie Roseman up to?
Of course you can ask.
I mean,
so tell me what your guy Howie Roseman, what does he have up his sleeve? I know it's going to be something moving up in a trade.
Of course,
probably robbing some other team of draft picks, and he's going to draft an all-pro and all that stuff.
All
what does he have in
steals. Yeah, and I just feel like free agency, he got the job done really early. A lot of movement early. We got those 1-year deal, prove it deals with a bunch of guys, which is win-win for everybody. And now it's been so quiet. So I think that only means that a lot's happening behind the scenes for the draft. So obviously we need defense. We need to plug those holes that we lost in free agency as well. But no one can assume what he's going to do. We just know he's been so quiet right now that something's going to happen.
Leigh, when you look at the team, and I know you and your dad have talked about this on your show, but coming up a week from tomorrow night is the start of the NFL draft.
Crazy.
And if you take a look at the Eagles and what they've done the last 3 years in the draft, it's been absolute killer. So when you get guys that start to age out and they contract out, they've drafted so well behind everybody. What's been the secret to their sauce, so to speak?
I mean, Howie knows what he's doing. He has the experience, and he's always had the support. So my dad told me that early on with the Eagles, Howie, I think it was a disappointing year. Obviously, we've all had them. And Jeffrey Lurie was like, you know what? You should go shadow some really good GMs. Like there's some teams abroad, I think, that you would really learn from. I think there's some teams, the Sixers at a different time, you could learn from. So Howie's always had the support to go stretch his wings and learn within the football world and just within the GM world. And I think that is just such an untapped resource. And most GMs feel so handcuffed and they're so nervous about making any type of move because their job is on the line. Howie has the support, and he's proven that, and it's deserved support. So he can make his moves without having to overthink, and he can build his roster without having to second guess everything and put the pieces in places how he thinks it should go, because he has proven that, and he has the right support behind him. So, I mean, I just don't think enough teams do that.
I give Mr. Lurie a lot of credit because, after Andy Reid left, and it was probably time to part ways. And Andy has said it a million times that, he needed to change too, probably, and his voice had probably gotten a little tired. And then they tried the Chip Kelly experiment, and Howie Roseman got kind of pushed to the side.
Mhm.
I mean, but Mr. Lurie kept him, and Howie kind of rose from the ashes for this new incarnation. And he must have learned a lot. He's a smart guy.
Mhm.
What do you go to Fordham Law? He's got to be smart.
Yeah, it's really smart.
And I think he's an example of resiliency too, because what happened with the Chip Kelly thing and where Howie was placed only to rise above it and be even better says a lot about his character.
Right. Again, and you don't see that. People get 1 year, 2 years to prove it, and they're gone. They're fired midway through the season. I mean, sometimes even after getting a team to a playoff berth the first time in 20 years. That was my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm not
Leigh,
bitter at all. Mhm.
no, I
not
see
at all.
that. Yeah, I see that. Leigh, what position? What do you think they target with the 32nd pick?
I'm thinking D line, probably edge. That's really necessary. So I think mainly they're going to target, depending who's around, it's going to be D-line, probably we really need edge rusher, and then like a corner safety. We need to bolster that a little bit more. We also need tight ends and wideouts, but that this draft is apparently pretty heavy on those, so you can wait a little bit for that. So I think it's mainly those defensive spots.
What's going on with Dallas Goedert, Leigh? A lot of rumors up here about they're looking to move him, or what are you hearing down there?
Honestly, I'm probably hearing the same amount you are. I don't know anything inside on Dallas Goedert, but I do know that they need youth in that situation. I mean, he is whether or not he's on his way out in some form or facet. So you do need to add some depth to that position, and this is a really good draft to do that. So
yeah, tight end.
And you don't have to reach for it. Yeah.
On my Sirius show, Sirius XM NFL radio show, I do it on Fridays with Matt Sims, and Matt, of course, and Phil are also part of the Believe family. And we started this exercise of grouping quarterbacks, and I put them in groups. Like there's a group 1, a group 2, 3, 4. We're down to group 5 now. So in my group 1, I'm going to get this out. You got the obvious, right? You got Mahomes, you got Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, defining players that no matter what's going on with their team, those guys are going to elevate their team. Just like, Stafford in the snow was a missed assignment away at the
scary.
Yeah, I mean, if they get the communication right and Jalen Carter just gets bumped, they had the whip route with Higbee. Everything else
different game. Yeah.
So
where's Jalen Hurts, Matt? I didn't hear that name.
So Matt and I put Jalen Hurts in that group 1.
Okay.
Much to the consternation of a lot of people that when we were talking about it, and they thought that he should be in the group 2 with, Jared Goff, who's also been to the Super Bowl, and Brock Purdy, who's been to a Super Bowl. And I said, he's been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. He played lights out in the Super Bowl that they lost. And what they did in the postseason this year, and then what he did in the Super Bowl and the way they played, what else could you ask for from a quarterback? If he's going to get you to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years and he's only been in the league for 4 years, I think that's tier 1 level stuff.
I would have to agree with you. I appreciate you guys recognizing that, because I feel like a lot of people don't. But also, I feel like having in that conversation, because everyone has that conversation, having Saquon Barkley is detrimental to him in that conversation, because you can rely on Saquon for so much. You don't have to rely on Jalen Hurts for as much.
And that was my argument.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I checked, when he went to the Super Bowl and nearly won it the previous time, Saquon Barkley was a giant. So.
Right. Exactly. Wait, where do you put in those little clumps of quarterbacks? Where do you put your new Giants quarterbacks? Because I'm obsessed with your quarterback room right now, not necessarily for how they're going to play on the field, but off the field, I think they're going to be so interesting.
We had Russell Wilson 9th of the 9 quarterbacks in group 3.
Okay.
And
And
Daniel
Jameis even on there?
Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Flacco. They were in Group 4. Penix was in Group 4 in May, but they all the rookies have asterisks because they can easily change.
Yep.
And move up. That's why Jaden Daniels was the last one in our Group 2, but we put a star by him because by December he may be at the top of that Group 2. And then we had the Tyrod Taylor, Jameis Winston, Andy Dalton, Marcus Mariota, Mason Rudolph, Jacoby Brissett, Cooper Rush, Kenny Pickett group. That was Group 5.
Okay, fair. That's fair. Now, my other question on your quarterbacks, were you interested in Aaron Rodgers? Would you have been interested?
Yes.
Chris, you would have. Bob?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Lee. What was the I'm sorry. I thought the question was were the Giants interested in Aaron Rodgers? And they would
No. Would you guys is that what would
Oh,
you
no, I wasn't. No. I mean, he was better than what
I was because I have a friendship with him.
Okay.
So I think it would have been.
Yeah,
a
Pop's
guess.
friends with him, so he is.
Okay.
I didn't really want any part of him, Lee. I didn't want the drama, but Lee, obviously, it would have been a huge upgrade in the quarterback room.
I was trying to gauge the pulse on Giants fans when that communication was going on or those rumors were going on or whatever, and I couldn't tell whether.
All right, so Lee, when's the next Believe in Eagles podcast?
My dad and I are going to do a little Mayock mock on Tuesday, so look forward to that. Yeah.
And who do you have, Lee, to the Eagles at 32? Oh, you haven't. Oh, you haven't.
She has until Tuesday.
Okay.
I mean, I really like. I think Malachi Starks. The
safety.
Yeah, I like him a lot, but I don't think we'll get to that till later. I think it'll be edge guy, but I don't know who yet.
It's pretty funny, Lee, because somebody asked. I was at Joe Shane's presser today, and somebody asked Joe. Could you ever have enough pass rushes? I don't know why somebody asked that, but somebody asked, did you have enough pass? And Joe goes, did you just see the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
Fair. Valid.
That's what the Eagles do. That's how he does, right, Lee? Defensive line, 7, 8 guys. Get him in there. Rotate him in.
And it works. Clearly it works.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not new. The Giants did it in 07 and 11.
You stole it from the Giants, Lee.
Again, we just keep doing that.
And yeah, it's part of the whole deal. All right, Leigh, would you like to see how to make a margarita pizza?
Are you kidding me? I would love to. Please show me.
All right, Lindsay, come on. Let's I think we should probably start with the dough part, right? So this dough came.
Look at the elasticity of this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Flour, and I got myself a beautiful pizza. Not
there are no holes in that at all.
No. Well, first of all, the dough is from Frank and Sal's on Staten Island that I have flown down to Florida. It ain't cheap, but it's worth it.
Dig in.
All right, Biz, now we're making a margarita pizza. So I sliced beautiful tomatoes, but then I put them in paper towels because you got to get some of the water out, or else your margarita pizza is going to be too watery.
Oh, insider tip! I'm obsessed. You're giving Emeril Lagasse in the best way.
Well, because fresh mozzarella, when you make a margarita pizza, also retains a lot of water. So between the mozzarella and the tomatoes, then you like pouring off the water while it's cooking. It messes everything.
Because you know how
I'm obsessed with this.
Margarita pizza at home, it's very
you can see the plain pizzas to the right. That was already completed.
That's insane. So you have like a fire. What do they call it? A wood oven?
No, pizza stone. Now here's the little trick. You grate the garlic on, so you get really fine, small bits of garlic, and you're not choking on chunks of garlic.
No one wants that.
No.
Kind of grating it in.
And all these little tips and tricks you learned growing up making this?
Yeah, and then, I watch a lot of Italian chefs, and I watch their technique. And then my friend Benito in Kenilworth, Union, New Jersey, he would let me cook in his kitchen every so often and show me techniques.
Sitting in water, and I'm going to just break it.
This is insane.
Again, that's why I drain the tomatoes.
Oh, there you go.
The fresh
Because you're taking notes?
Right?
I probably cut down a little bit on the tomatoes, but I'll deal with it.
All right, now.
We have a critique in the building.
We're using the fresh mutts, which doesn't have salt.
The fresh mutts is really unsalted, so you got to hit it with a little salt.
Oh my
Or
god.
else.
On here, we're gonna finish it with the basil at the end.
You asked for the unsalted, Pop?
Good extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, it comes relatively unsalted. I mean, it's got a little salt in it, but it's very
We don't
mild.
need garlic powder.
You could always
We want
add,
it
you
on the
can't
crust
take
that
away.
gives you that crust
Wait,
that-
a little oil there, Pop? What is that? A little oil?
Yeah.
A little extra virgin olive oil.
480
Yeah.
degrees. We'll
Little
You got to
crisp.
give it some flavor. There's the glove.
Oh
and
my!
then
You know what? Do you know that you could be an influencer if you wanted?
I'm trying.
I really see food influencer in your future.
Lindsay, let's get Leigh the finished product. Get her the
Oh my-
finished product. There you go.
Stop.
good.
Honestly, it's too late to eat right now. Now I'm starving. That's insane. That is incredible. I love your side quest. This is amazing.
I like the way the crust is uneven. I like it's like a real
Yes.
pizzeria look.
It's
Pop.
so real. You're a chef.
Well, because we're using the right ingredients, like
Yeah, he uses the right ingredients.
Frank and Sal's dough from Staten Island, Galbani cheese. You know, you got to use the Lucchini olive oil. You got
So
to.
I'll be on style next week, Pop. I'm gonna have to find Frank and Sal.
I'll send you the address.
Oh, there
I'm
you
gonna
go.
I'm gonna go pop in a sale. I think a friend of mine deals with them. I'm finding out right now, but that's the key, Leigh. The
Wow,
ingredients.
that looked so good. Like my jaw's on the floor. Like that looks so good.
Just like Howie Roseman. Why is this team successful every year? He's got the
He
right
got the
ingredients.
dough. He has the right dough.
Chin chin, Leigh. Thank you so much
Leigh,
for
thank
joining
you.
us.
Chin
Good seeing you.
Thanks
Say
for
hi
having
to
me,
your
guys.
dad.
Yes.
So it's what is it? It's the
Yeah,
what's the Believe in Eagles? What's it called next
Believe in
Tuesday?
Eagles. We're doing the Mayock mock on Tuesday, so we'll have that up for you guys wherever you get your pods.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining
we
us.
don't have a cooking aspect, so we might have to call you
Oh,
in for
come-
that.
Yeah, I'll come cook on your show.
That'd be so fun. All right, thanks for
Yeah.
having me, guys.
Thanks. Say hi to
Leigh,
Dad.
be
Dad.
good. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Leigh Mayock,
She was
Believe
she
in
was
Eagles.
impressed, Pop. She was impressed.